I am currently working on some spooky pet portrait commissions. I'm so excited. That was definitely one of the reasons why I did close my shop. Hi everyone, it is July 26th. This year is going by way too fast, and I don't know how to feel about it. Anyway, in my last vlog, I was starting on a lino cut, and I started to transfer that onto some canvas pouches, and this is how it turned out. I think it looks super cute. The only thing that I have left to do is I think I'm going to add some type of like charm, or maybe like a string of beads, or maybe I'm gonna make like little clay froggies and I'm gonna put it on each zipper pouch. I just think it needs a little something else. Other than that, I have been working on pet portraits. I am still taking commissions as well, so if you are interested in getting a pet portrait or any type of custom art, feel free to email me. I am accepting them. I am currently working on some spooky pet portrait commissions. I'm so excited. I know one of them I'm gonna be doing some like spider webs, a moon in the background, some stars, some like silhouette of like some tree branches in the sky. I am doing another one for the same customer, and this one's gonna have some candles kind of like in the foreground with like a little witch hat. So excited. I also want to show you some magnets that I did. So I had these like little mini canvas panels forever, and I never knew like what to do with them. But I got the idea to turn them into magnets. So I remember getting these at like Hobby Lobby forever ago, but they're pretty much just like these little magnets. And yeah, I was just going to attach them pretty much with E6000 glue on the back of the canvas panels. But I'm going to show you how they turned out. And I ended up putting some UV resin on the top to give them that like really hard like candy-like finish, and it's just mwah. But yeah, this is what they look like. I just kind of wanted to keep them simple and just do kind of like a line work style. But look at that gloss. Very nice. I have a, I have two more, but I have a UV lamp. I think it's the Lisa Pavelka brand, I believe. And I put it in there for like 10 minutes or so. And then I took them outside and let them stay for about 5 minutes. And then I was like, okay, I'm worried that these aren't cured enough. So I put them under the UV lamp again. And I feel like they are finally cured. So when in doubt, cure your UV pieces a lot longer than you might think, because the last thing you want is a big fingerprint in it, or like a scratch or whatever. This little spiky kitty already sold. It's one of my favorite. I personally really like tomato bear spider. Just the right amount of creep and cute. He has been just insisting for the past maybe 30 minutes to be in my lap. He is an actual baby. And now he's purring up a storm. You're a sweet boy. Hi, hello. For the past like 20 minutes or so, I've been trying to figure out how I was going to add like a little keychain to these little pouches that I just recently lino printed on. And I think I know what I'm gonna do. So I can just go ahead and put the camera down real quick, kind of show you what I got. Hopefully it won't fall. So yeah, I was just kind of rummaging, is that the right word? Rummaging? I usually say scrummaging and I don't know why. But I've been rummaging through this little thing, this little container where I have like all my fixings and stuff like that. And I found these little doodads. They're like little pins, but one side is like, doesn't have a thing, it's like open, and then another one has like a little stopper. And I also have these little glass check beads. So what I was thinking was that I was going to put some little beads on the end of the little pin, and then I was going to make like a little clay froggy, kind of like a little flat frog, put it on here, and then put 5 more little beads, close it up. I have my jump rings right here, and I also have my little keychains. So yeah, I'm just going to attach it that way, and I'm just going to pretty much just make like little keychains for the little pouch. So I guess you could have the option to take off the keychain if you wanted to, if you don't want to like leave it on the pouch, you know? So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to put this stuff away for now. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, look, these are like my old mushrooms. I made these like a few years ago when I had my first Etsy shop. Here's another one. They kind of broke in here, but I did like little sparkle resin drops. I kind of miss doing it. The reason I actually closed my first Etsy shop was because of just one nasty comment I got on my Instagram. It just kind of changed everything for me, honestly. Like a part of me is kind of happy that I got the really nasty comment, because I feel like if I didn't, I probably wouldn't have grown as an artist, but at the same time, that still doesn't excuse somebody for being nasty on the internet. It was pretty much somebody saying that that my idea was unoriginal and I have to have more artistic integrity. They were accusing me of stealing ideas because I was making mushroom pendants, and at the time mushrooms were like really taking off. This was probably about, I would guess maybe 4 years ago. Like Instagram was like flooded with mushrooms. A lot of people were like making their own interpretations of mushroom jewelry and stuff like that. So after receiving that comment, I was like, I don't want to make mushrooms anymore. I don't want to make clay jewelry anymore, because it's not really a good way for me to like express like who I really am. So that's when I really wanted to get into doing 2D art and painting and drawing and stuff like that. Call me weak for closing my shop because of one comment. I'm pretty sure that probably wasn't the only reason, but that was definitely one of the reasons why I did close my shop. But I'm kind of glad I did. So I'm kind of going to take it as constructive criticism, even though at the time I didn't think that I was copying anybody. I really wasn't. Like, I was making my own original mushrooms. It's just you can only go so original when it comes to a mushroom, because it's something that you find everywhere, you know? I mean, it's not like an original idea. It's literally a thing that's part of nature. I don't know. It was just like, I remember seeing that comment and just being so upset over it. Yeah, I mean, there's a part of me that kind of misses it. It was really therapeutic. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna start sculpting these little froggies. And then I'm gonna bake them. I'm gonna paint them in acrylic gouache. And I'm super excited. just wanted to show you a before and after. Okay, so this is after I cut it out with the X-Acto knife. You can tell, oh my god, my fingers are so wrinkly. But yeah, you can tell that it is so just, what's the word? Jagged and just kind of like not clean. And it has that look to where it looks like it was obviously cut out. So, and this is the after. It looks so much better after smoothing it out. It looks a lot rounder and just a lot cleaner, and yeah. But after I bake these, I'm going to sand them down just a little bit just to make sure they are super smooth before I start applying the acrylic wash. I love when I'm here working at my desk and he comes up and he sits so properly and just stares at me. And it's so cute. I'm gonna give you some scritches. You just need all the scritches, don't you? You wanna come up on my lap? Huh? Come on. Come on. Come on, you know you want to. Look at this fresh lap. Yeah. I just want to show you how cute they look. Don't mind this little unbaked ball of clay. I'm just using it to hold my little froggies. I figured it would be easier for them to dry that way instead of waiting for one side to dry in order for me to paint the other side. So yeah, I ended up just putting them, let me get it real quick. Yeah. I ended up just putting them on another little rod because I didn't want to paint them while they were on the little beaded rods because I didn't want paint to get on the beads. And as far as resining them, I don't exactly know what I'm going to do for the resin part. I don't know if I should leave them on these and then resin them because I'm afraid of the resin kind of overflowing and then being attached to these, which that's not good. So I might just put these back on the little beaded rods and then put the resin on there, but just be kind of like careful, I guess, and try not to make a mess of it. But I find that the resin I use is pretty easy to work with. Yeah, I can go ahead and show you what, hi. Let me see if I can. So this is the type of resin that I use. It hardens very glossy and very hard. It's the hard type Jewelry Shop Blue Moon Beads resin, and it's UV resin. So yeah, I feel like this stuff is really easy to work with because it's nice and thick, and I don't think I really struggle. I don't really struggle that much with the overflow part of it. So. Hi. Head empty, no thoughts. Where do I begin? I finished my lino printing pouches. I can go ahead and show you them, but first I want to show you the little Froggy keychains that I made to attach to the zipper on the pouches. And so this is what they look like. I think they look super cute. I'm gonna try to make it focus. Yeah, I coated them with resin, so they have that nice glossy, like candy-like finish. Definitely inspired by vintage toys or vintage figurines, specifically the animal ones. They have those like really round eyes and like chubby cheeks and stuff. So yeah, I like it. I like all the swoopy lines and the curves and whatnot. So yeah, and then I'm gonna show you the finished pouch with the keychain. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Yeah. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to get any juicy carving footage of the design because my head was in the way the whole time because I was slouching over like a little goblin over the lino block because I really wanted to get in there and carve in there, and by slouching over, and by slouching over, my head was just naturally in the camera. That's a bummer. I am very exhausted from just showing social media about all the art that I've been making lately. Yeah, that was pretty rad. Yes. I see like the trees moving and whatnot. We're gonna get another fat rain and I'm so excited. What was I saying before the thunder rudely interrupted me? Oh yeah, I've just been feeling so exhausted lately, posting on social media and letting the world know, look what I made. Lately Instagram has just been really tiring. TikTok not so much because I feel like I naturally have a bigger audience on TikTok, and I feel like people are more likely to engage on my posts on TikTok. I feel like on TikTok people are so friendly and like love to interact with other people, but as for Instagram, it's kind of more of a fast-paced, like easily digestible type of content. I would assume that most people probably don't even read the captions anymore on Instagram posts. I'm guilty of that sometimes. You know, sometimes I do go on there and I mindlessly scroll and I'm not really like actually present and aware of what people are saying about what they're posting. Sometimes I catch myself and I, you know, click on the read more and try to read the caption, especially if it's somebody I really look up to. But anyway, it's been a lot lately. A few weeks ago, I actually got COVID, so I couldn't work for a whole week. And I was stuck in bed for most of that week. I really only had, like, I only really suffered from the symptoms for a whole week, but it was bad. I mean, like, I couldn't work, I couldn't get out of bed, I couldn't even sit at my desk and do the simplest of jobs. I wasn't even on Instagram. I would say I was hardly on Instagram for a whole week when I had COVID, and man, I felt like just not being present for that whole week has really made my engagement just like tank. And as an artist, as a creator who does this full time, the thunder is distracting me. It makes me lose my train of thought. But as a creator, as an artist who does this full time, you kind of rely on showing people what you make and connecting with your audience and stuff like that. So for me, this is my full-time job, and this is not something that I do on the side. And posting on social media is part of the job pretty much. And as far as growing on Instagram, I feel like I can't grow. I ended up gaining a lot of followers at the end of last year, but that was because one of my videos went viral, and just because of that one video I gained a lot of followers. But I feel like that being the reason why I gained a lot of followers, a lot of people kind of like don't really know who I am because they've only followed me for that one video, you know? So I am constantly scared about posting new things, experimenting with my art, which as an artist, naturally you experiment with different mediums or media. You just kind of try new things, you know, throwing stuff on the wall and see what sticks. But it's like, sometimes you don't want to be put into a box and be forced to make the same type of content over and over again, which I've found out that Instagram really favors consistency and making posts that were similar like to previous posts, you know what I mean? With that being said, I feel like I'm constantly posting, especially lately. I've been trying to stay relevant, and by posting at least 2 to 3 reels a week and posting almost every day, maybe excluding like Saturday, Sunday, I feel like I still like can't grow. I feel like I can never like catch up. It just makes me feel kind of shitty. I know at the end of the day, it's just social media, and I really shouldn't let it get to me. And it's something that's so like, I guess, shallow, because they're just likes, you know? It's just literally just a screen. For me, like, connecting with other people and connecting with other artists is very like important to me, and like talking to my followers, but it really fucking sucks when like most people who follow you can't even see your post. There's a lot to it. There's a lot that I can say about Instagram. I probably won't even get more into it. I probably won't even make a separate video for it. But there are a lot of artists already on YouTube making videos on why they quit Instagram, or why they kind of like laid off a little bit on it. So that's kind of what I want to do once I start growing my audience here on YouTube, because I want to build that deeper connection with people. I'm just like so exhausted of feeling like I'm screaming into the void. I'm kind of kicking myself in the ass because I really should have just started a YouTube channel a long time ago. I should have just stopped worrying about my ego and about what people were gonna think of me, you know, like how I look, or the fact that I sound stupid, or that I'm not very, what's the word, eloquent, or, oh my god, what's the word? Good at speaking, definition, articulate. I think that's the word that I was looking for. But I think eloquent also applies to that. But I've never been good at talking, so that's kind of what was keeping me from creating YouTube. I don't even know if you're following this anymore. I'm really, I've really kind of word vomited at you guys, so I'm sorry. It's raining a lot now, and it's kind of calming me down, so yeah, it's really lovely. I don't think I have anything else to say. I think my head is definitely empty. Not one thought. 2 brain cells are like vibrating. Okay, anyway. I will see you guys soon.